Good day, guys. Welcome back to another episode. So we are going to be having a big project going on. I'm going to be doing a little series on it to show you a how-to. This is my 2004 Chevy 2500 HD. It has the LB7 Duramax. I've got to the point now where I've been experiencing some injector problems. It's hazing at idle, and also it is starting to make oil as well. So we are going to be replacing the injectors. I'm going to be adjusting the valves as well, because that is always best when you get dug down in there to do the injectors, to go ahead and do the valves, because it takes a bit to get down to the valves and the injectors, because there's a lot of stuff on top of it. So I'm going to be showing kind of a speed up of everything that I'm taking off. I'm going to be taking the inner wheel wells off of both sides so I can access in there. And then of course everything on top of the engines to get down to the valve covers, the upper and lowers, to expose them, to take them off so I can access the valves and the injectors. So I'll be showing some of the stuff going along. So if this is something you need to do of injector replacement, or something you're curious about doing, hopefully this video is helpful for you. But I also want to give a huge shout out to Lincoln Diesel Specialties. I contacted Brent over there, the owner of Lincoln Diesel, and that company, I've bought my fast from them, and I've done some business with them before. Their customer service absolutely blows me away. I love their customer service. Great group of people, very friendly, very knowledgeable, and extremely helpful. So that's what I look for when I'm looking for a company, and I'm going to be spending my money and giving my money to that company for parts to do stuff for me, and that company meets all of my expectations and way beyond. So I'll show you the injectors and stuff that I got from them, the stuff that we're going to be doing. I did go with the SAC 45s, so we are upgrading from the original problem child LB7 injectors to the SAC or SAC. They are 45% over injector, so that's what we are upgrading them to, and going to be installing those. You're going to see a lot longer life and just everything, drivability, performance, anything that you're looking for, you're going to get that out of these injectors. So personally, they are the best way to go. Don't want to go back with the same LB7 injectors. The nozzles are different. These are going to last a lot longer. But I'll show you everything that we got from them. I'll show you kind of what comes in their kits and the stuff that we'll be installing. I'm going to be also installing an Edge CTS2 so I can monitor everything and just keep up with everything that's going on in my pickup with all my parameters. So that is also going to be very helpful. The CTS2 did not come from Lincoln Diesel Specialties, but my injectors, install kit, and all that great stuff that I got did come from them. So let's spin the camera around, check that stuff out. We'll hop over here, start pulling it apart. And like I said, I'm going to kind of speed some of that up. You can kind of see through the video of what you need to do. I don't really feel that I need to do a step-by-step. And because basically you can watch us and get an idea if you're going to be doing it yourself. You are going to definitely need quite a bit of tools if you're going to tackle something like this, but you're not going to need anything super crazy. But you will get an idea once we get down to things that I feel that I need to show step by step. I will do that as well. So depending on how long this video is going to be, I might split it up in a few different episodes for you guys. Maybe some of it will be like disassembly, you know, whatever. I'm just going to have to kind of see how long this video is going to be. I don't want to make it super long. I want to kind of make it a, you know, a follow along for you guys. So if you know what video you're looking for, if I have to split them up, you can go to that video. So with that being said, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, click all notifications so you get notified every time I upload a video, and you can stay up to date on this build series. And this thing barely fit in the garage, but we got it in here, so thankfully we have a warm place to work and out of the wind. So here is the Edge CTS2, the Insight CTS2 that we'll be using to be monitoring all of the pickup's data and all the parameters that the pickup has while driving it. I think that'll be a nice, cool little unit to be able to monitor that stuff. Then I also went ahead and bought, these are all the fuel lines, so it is a great, personally, it is the only option to replace your fuel lines when you're replacing your injectors in the LB7. These are really good. They are an aftermarket fuel line. They are just as good as the OEs, and you're gonna save money with these, so this is a great option. LDS carries these, and they are not a bad price at all. But you want to just go ahead, replace the fuel lines, spend that extra bit of money so you know you're not getting any dirt or debris that likes to collect in these things, especially up here around the tops. It's kind of hard to see because they're in the bag, but a lot of dirt and stuff can get stuck down in around this line, and you don't want to ruin your new set of injectors. So it is best just to spend the extra money. Go with these aftermarket ones. They said that they've been having great luck with these. Not really luck. They're just a great line, and they haven't been having any problems with them. So these are the aftermarket ones that they offer. So I went ahead and went with those. Here is the box, the LB7 SAC or SAC 45s. And then here is their Master LB7 install kit. So we will open this up and check out what's in here. So in here, you're going to have your two, back up a little bit here, you're going to have your two, these are the lower valve covers, or you can call them valve cover bases, but there's the rope seals for those. And as you can see in this box, everything is nicely packaged. You're going to have your injector return line, little gaskets that go on your return lines. So those are in the box as well. There is enough for both sides. Super cool, really nice. You also got some Loctite. You got your bag of O-rings. There is injector cup O-rings in this bag as well. We are not pulling the injector cups. If an injector cup happens to pull when we are pulling an injector, then we will go ahead and clean the cup up, put new O-rings on it, and then reinstall it. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that we don't pull an injector cup while doing this. If you do, not really hard or a big deal. It's just something else that you kind of got to pay attention to. They also have this ultra black Permatex in the master install kit as well. You're going to need this for your upper valve covers, sealing them to the lower valve covers, which these rope gaskets are sealing the base of those. But this is what you're going to have to use because there is not a groove for a rope style or any kind of a gasket for those. So you use the silicone to seal that up. And then as you can see also in the box, we have a sweet Lincoln Diesel Specialties koozie. Got it on both sides. Their logo's really, really cool like that as well. And then you have a business card and your warranty sheet in here with the injectors. That is all that is left in that master install box. So here is a business card for Lauren with Lincoln Diesel Specialties. You can see a number there, their address there. So that is some good information if you're looking for anything for your diesel, Chevy, Ford, Dodge, whatever it is. 100% recommend them. Check them out. You will not be disappointed with them. Amazing group of people like I've mentioned. So in the injector box, let's open this up. So one thing I think is really cool and I like a lot, some people really doesn't mean anything to, other people it does, but they include the injector flow rate sheet for your new injectors. They're showing what they have flowed at, the number that the injector is, and then all of your flow rates. So really cool that they include that with your injectors, so you know that they have tested them, you know the injectors are good. And we got a large decal here, really cool. I love their logo, super cool. That will be going on the pickup 100%. I like that a lot. And then of course you got your invoice, and then you have your Lincoln Diesel Specialties SAC 45 injector warranty policy. So they give you all the information and documents that you need for your injectors, and it's just a very complete, awesome kit. You cannot go wrong with it. And then in the box here is your 8 injectors. You got some nice packing in here as well. And then underneath of these injectors, actually before we get to there, I ordered these as well. This is something else that I think personally you should order because the ones that are going to be on your pickup have a tendency to strip out. So these are the upper and the lower valve cover bolts. These are a Allen head, so depending on where you live, rust or anything, these bolts might strip out. These little packages of the bolts, the complete packages here, really do not cost that much. As with the injector lines, the fuel lines, spend the extra money, get these, replace all your bolts. You're not going to regret it. You're not going wrong. You've already spent the money on the injectors, so spend the extra money and get everything that you need. That way you don't have a problem doing the job. You got all the parts you need and you can do it right. But here is the kit with all the injectors, nicely bubble wrapped in their paper wrap as well. And then underneath of these injectors, as you can see here, I'll pull one of these out. So underneath of them, you're going to have this core tag that you're going to have to fill out. I'm sure, I have not looked, but you have your 2 injector O-rings, and then you have your copper washer that goes down around the tip into the bottom of the cup. The small one is for your return line. The big one goes around the body of the injector to seal it in the cup. So you have 8 of those underneath the injectors in here. So you have everything you need. They've included everything. So the master install kit, they'll do deals I have seen in the past where if you buy a set of 8, they'll throw in a master install kit.
So that is really cool as well. So if you catch one of those deals, that is really, really cool and saves you a little bit of money. But having this complete master install kit is well worth it. It is minus these bolts. It is all of this that you can see here. And then add those bolts in, you got a complete setup that you cannot go wrong with. I've got an extra drain pan. We will be draining coolant into that in case you pull a cup out. You don't want all that coolant running down into your cylinder. You're gonna have to purge it and pump it out of your cylinder. So we'll be draining the coolant in case a cup comes out with it. I've got the shop towels. I've got the top of my toolbox here set up as a nice workbench, as you can see, to lay all my parts out on to stay organized. We have just some red towels here if we need to cover anything, wipe your hands, whatever it is. We also have some lint-free shop towels and some rubber gloves. All of that is going to make the job a lot nicer, cleaner, and you're just gonna be a little more organized. So real quick, I just wanna show the organization. Organization is key to doing a job, doing it properly. But as you can see, I have a nice big area here to lay parts out on. We have the lower valve cover rope seals laid here, the fuel lines, all the parts I would need back here, the injectors back there. So we have a nice big surface to work on. We have all of our parts accessible. We have the toolbox here so we can get the tools. If you don't have a toolbox, not a big deal. Just have somewhere where you can set them so you can get your tools, you can work on stuff, you can clean stuff up. So you're gonna want a nice clean work surface. This is just a oil absorbent mat, but you can lay like some red towels, shop towels down, or even the blue ones to lay your stuff on, but just have something to keep a clean surface as well. And I just wanted to show that because that is, to me, a very huge and important step to doing the job, doing it right, keeping stuff clean, and making sure you know what you're doing, you know what you got laid out, you know the step of the process that you're in. This is a huge part right here to having a successful and positive experience doing this job. And then we have a nice underhood light with lighting in the garage as well. But as you can see, I've not taken anything off of the pickup. So that is what it's going to look like. What you're needing to do is you're needing to remove everything to get to this upper and lower valve cover base right here. You can see one of the fuel lines. So you're going to pull everything off to get to that stuff, to get to the injectors, to get to the valves. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to disconnect both of your batteries. You're not going to want those batteries connected. And then you're going to start removing, like you're going to remove the air intake, your mass airflow sensor, get that out of the way. Your AC compressor, you're going to remove it, kind of fold it up out of the way as well. Your FCIM, I believe I'm saying that right, your fuel injection control module is down on top of this valve cover here. You're going to have to remove that. You have to remove your air-to-air piping. And there's just quite a bit of stuff you're going to have to remove. Your upper radiator hose, your harness, your engine harness here. So you're going to remove all of that stuff off here. It will be kind of a timely thing, but they say it takes 10 to 12 hours. So not super horrible. And I'm going to remove the inner wheel wells, so in case I have to go in to access the lower part of any of the valve covers or anything, it'll be easier for me to do that as well. So I'm just going to set a camera up. We'll probably just make one video of me just pulling everything off, exposing the valve covers, so you guys can see that. And then we'll do another video, because I think this is going to go on a little too long. We will do another video of removing injectors, adjusting valves, installing an injector, installing fuel lines, torque specs. Maybe we'll do a wrap-up video of tools needed. So when you see this video, comment down below what you'd like to see in the next videos so I can throw it in there, help you guys out, help you with an install process or any questions you have about doing a job like this. So those are all the parts that I've received to do my injector job that I'm doing on my pickup. I can't say it enough. Honestly, amazing company, amazing customer service, really great prices. You just can't beat them. Definitely head over, check them out, support them if it's something that you need. You will not be disappointed at all if you do any business with them. Like I've mentioned before, they're not paying me to say this or anything. This is just me buying my parts, doing it through a company that I like, and sharing it with you. Hopefully all this was cool to see, helpful, informative. If it was, if you liked it, definitely drop a comment down below. Remember to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so you get notified with everything, and we'll just end it there. I will make a video series out of all this. I don't want to stretch it on too long in one video, but we'll do a video series with all of this, and hopefully that is something you're looking forward to. But I will catch you on the next one, and until then, take care.